Mawera, I think the last part we were talking is about you hating on your mom. When she died, you were happy. And the next question I wanted to ask you,
But
do
maybe
you
I can
think...
clarify that part.
Okay.
Yes, I was happy back then. But right now, to be honest, I do miss her. Like, because I was bitter with her. I was angry at her because of how she used to handle me. I'm this kind of a person who have never enjoyed any childhood memory with any of my parents. And I always dream like...
Yes, my good people, welcome again to my channel, and of course it's Cyprian here. And guys, thank you so much for supporting me. Road to 100,000, and kindly, if you are new here, consider subscribing so that you be one of the family. And guys, for my returning subscribers, thank you so much. And today, next to me, those people who say tall, dark, and handsome boy. So guys, today I'm with Only Mawera. Only Mawera.
Where is that
How
person?
are you?
Where is that person?
You here?
Where?
Here with me, next to me. Honey Mawera, welcome to Cyprian TV.
Thank you. But first of all, I have to complain.
Why?
Guys, this video was supposed to be done like it was 2 years ago.
They always say God this time is the best.
Anyway, this video was supposed to be done like a few days ago. But now, guys, I know I am eating and it is bad manners. But let me tell you the story. Today, actually, these chips I was eating with a spoon. But now I just realized that it's almost over. And now I had to eat with a toothpick so that at least it can appear on the video. So guys, this one I did for you, just for you.
Okay, so guys, you can imagine the love we has with Cyprian TV. Anyway, so guys, today I'm with Only Mawera. We are here. We just want to have a serious discussion. You guys, I don't know if you can guess.
Like serious things in life.
You don't like serious things?
The only thing that I want serious in life is money.
Money. And of course, we are talking about money.
All right.
Anyway.
So hi guys, my name is Only Mawera and welcome back to Cyprian TV, man. I'm super excited to be here. I am taking over the channel. So what's your name?
I'm
guys,
shy.
I am taking over. So guys, my name is Only Mawera and I come from Embu. But right now guys, I'm coming live from Nyabohanze and live. To be more precise, I'm coming live from one and only. I am Marwa's compound, where the famous Villa Merijin is, and where everybody in this village is a YouTuber. And with me, beside me, she's a YouTuber, she's a content creator, she's a super fan of this TV, and I want her to introduce herself, guys.
So guys, this guy is, can I say an entertainer? He has entertained us. Now, Only Mawera, I know most of the people, they know you as Only Mawera, but at the same, yes, Cray Boy. Yeah. Now, Mawera, can you tell us how you got yourself into Ayamari's mansion or villa? Nisikia mnasema Villa Merijin.
Villa Merijin?
Yes.
So it's a city in Colombia. You know, that's where Marwa's story started.
Okay.
Marwa's YouTube journey started in Colombia, and it has been an amazing journey, as you know, like for those who follow Marwa.
Yes.
And he really loves Colombia, actually. Of all the the cities that he has gone in his entire life, he has an attachment with a country called Colombia, and that's why he even decided to name his house after that city, famous city in Colombia, Medellin. But now if you check the Medellin thing, it's also a very famous city because one of the most known Pablo Escobar, he had his business running that city. So I guess, and then Maro also, it's kinda, he was featured in a story. I don't know. He was featured in one of the stories about the Pablo Escobar thing. Yeah, he appeared somewhere in a blue suit. And I'm giving an assignment. Go check it out.
I'm going to check.
Go check that out. So that's why he named his house Villa Merijin. Yeah.
And now, Mawera, how
you ask me how I found myself here. The journey started as an inspiration. It's like it's how you see a shoe online and it's like you. Oh gosh, I just wish I had money, man, that I could have buy this shoe. Like for me, I have always been dreaming of having a Timberland. So I always have it on my phone. So, but I know before the year ends, I'm gonna have it. It's my dream shoe, and I will have it.
Timberland.
So, Timberland.
But it's sort of, how can I say, fashion.
No, it's not. Like Timberland is one of the shoes that you can put in. It's all over. Like it's an all-season shoe. Yeah. you can rock it in any outfit, man. That short, that trouser, you can rock it anyhow.
Anyway.
And it's a long-lasting shoe. So
Okay,
I just I want that Timberland, a black Timberland. Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue the journey.
So then that's how I found myself. Like I've been watching Maro for the last 3 years, and I came to learn of him in 2020. That I was at home just chilling, and then I was just returning on the internet. I'm this kind of person who loves the internet, and I love being on the phone. So that day I was on Instagram, and I was just scrolling. Then I saw one of the celebrities that I follow so much. Shut up. So, so I'm telling that guinea fowl to shut up. So then I saw she's a celebrity, so I just saw them together, and I was like, I got interested in knowing this guy. And then when I went to his YouTube channel, then I got inspired because he has printed his life out there. And then there are some things like he said like he used to do, like he said like he used to look after sheep and cows for his father. And then I could connect with him because I've done that job as a professional. And then like I saw him, he has built his mom a house through YouTube. And I was like, I can do these things too. And then I started seeing some other content creators coming by, he's helping them. And then I was like, okay, I would love to go there so that I can get help from him, but I have to check my ability before I go there. And then I had a phone, but that phone, when I was buying it to create some content, like the way you're doing now, the interviews and stuff. That was my idea from the beginning. And then as time went by, my dream went just shattering. So I just stopped doing the interviews and other streets. Like I had an idea of even doing the street question, the pranks and those stuff. The things that most of these content creators that are doing right now, the likes of Munga, even others, I did them before even they started. If I was consistent with it, man, I could be the biggest YouTuber right now in Kenya, maybe through online media. But one thing I know is God's time is the best, because those things I used to do them, then I give up on the road, start again, and then I was into music and stuff. But after I came to learn about Maro, and then I had him saying like, please guys, do videos in English, do long videos. I wasn't this kind of a person who could express myself very well speaking, but I was very good at writing. So that I found myself doing the YouTube. So I decided to push myself until I get to 1,000 subscribers. And I was like, once I get 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna look for Maro. And when by the time I was hitting 1,000 subscribers, he was out of country. But when he came, he received a lot of people here. And then the pressure came in, like he said, I don't want people, I just want people to buy the master class. And I was like, man, I don't have the money, man, what should I do? And then one of the ladies, her name is Joyce, she came from all the way from UK. And I'm this kind of a person who loves to listen, because Maro had said he doesn't need no visitors. And this woman came all the way from UK. She paid her flight to be here in Kenya, and I'm just here, and Maro is in his village, and I have never had him chase nobody outside. And I just stay, as long as, even if he could say like, don't come. I also saw people coming in. So I said like, you like as a man, you lose nothing by trying, It's better you die trying than to stay without doing anything. Like there's also a saying that's like, a promise is not, an effort is better than a promise, You can promise something at somebody, but you do nothing about it. But the moment you make an effort, it proves a lot. So I was like, let me try my luck and go. Even if I get chased away, it's okay. I will say I tried. And my idea when I came in this village, I was like, first of all, I'm gonna do a tour in the village and say like, I knew like if I do the video like, this is the most famous village in the world because it has the most number of YouTubers. I knew like that video would perform good. But up to today, I've never done that video.
What happened?
So when I came here, before I came here, I had prayed to God. I told God, please, I am going to a new place. Actually, I fasted and prayed for my journey to come here. And at that moment, I was going through a lot in my mind. My life was in a shatter, and at the same time, I was so much into depression. And at the same time, like God works miracles, because I remember one of my immediate neighbor, out of nowhere, she called me. Her name is Anne. She calls me and she asks, Mawera, hey, what's up? Where have you been? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm cool, stuff like that. And she asked, why do you sound so low? I told like, man, I just feel like I'm on a dead end because of my life and shit. Because I used to feel bad, like I'm in my village, my sister is there, my brother is there. I am staying in my auntie's place, and I am 31 years old at the moment. What if my aunt one day wakes up and tells me, Mawera, I have, now you are a big man, you can
Get
just
out
leave
of
my
this
space.
family.
I want to rent out the space that you stay, because she has given me a space, my brother a space, That's the thing that was scaring me most. Then, Anne, I told her, like, man, I've been having these mental issues for the last 3 years, and nobody knows. And then she was like, I got you. Why didn't you talk to me? And then I was like, I see you traveling a lot. You've been to South Africa, I've been away, so I didn't know how to start telling you this stuff. Then she gave me a whole course I was supposed to do for 3 weeks. And each and every day she used to call. Every day she used to call. Every day she used to call. And then the same time when I was doing through that, she was like, she called me another day, and then I had some debt to someone, and then she called me again. She asked, why are you so low? I told her, like, I owe someone some money, and they are pressuring me. And the moment I'm sick, actually, I had some pneumonia, and I didn't even have the money to go to hospital. And this person is just pressuring me. She was like, send me the number of the person, and this is money that I'm giving you, but you're gonna pay me when you feel comfortable, when you have money. I'm not gonna call you to ask for this money, but the day that you feel like you're comfortable to give me that money back, I'll give it. I will appreciate. I sent her the number, the money was sent, and man, I felt relieved. Then at that moment, then I remembered I had a dream. When I was leaving home, because I also did a video. For those who are going to come to my YouTube channel, my name is Only Mawera, please. Mawira. Go there, subscribe. Now, 3 months ago, I had done a video, and it was like, entitled like, I left my village for better hope, but things turned out so badly. Didn't work out. So when I was leaving home, I knew like I was coming here and just to, for greener pastures, for a turning point, But when I got to Nairobi, I got stranded because I didn't have the money. I didn't know how to get here. And then another thing, sometimes when you're idle, when you have nothing to do, anybody can use you. Anybody can, you can be around any place. So I found myself in a place called Narumoro with my cousin. Then I stayed there for 2 weeks. But now when I came back to Nairobi and I was about to go back to my village, I was like, why? When you're leaving home, you had a dream. You wanted to change your life, and you promised yourself like you're not gonna come back here until you're successful. What happened to that dream? And then today's on like a day like today. Then I planned next week. I said like next week on a day like on a certain day like on Tuesday, I'll go to Nyabohansi. I don't know how I'm gonna be there. I don't have money, but I know God will make it possible. And I'm promising you, whatever you possess is what you confess is what you possess. That would happen. Sure. Out of nowhere, someone came out and she wanted to buy my TikTok account. Then I just felt like, okay, that's money, that's fair enough, like a transport. And then out of nowhere, another friend of mine, her name is still Anne. Like I have best aunts in my life. I had told her like, Anne, hi. There's a day that we were with Anne sometime before, like a year ago. We were with Anne somewhere at Embu, and then she called me. She told me, hey, Eric, can I see you? And I was like, yeah. I told her, once I get off church, I'll call you. And then when I got to church, we met up. And then I told her, maybe you can walk. We went to a waterfall. And then I started sharing with her the word that the preacher had preached that day. I told her, we've learned this and this and this. And it was all about faith. And then she told me, like, I've been doing interviews for jobs and I don't get calls back. And I really need a job. I was like, let us pray. So we prayed for her, actually. We prayed with her under a waterfall. And then it was on a Sunday when we were praying. And on Tuesday, she got a call for an interview.
Wow.
And then she tells me, hey, Eric, I got the job. Like, I got a call for interview. I told her, once you go for that internship, just do that thing. Like, it's a real job. Just own it. She was like, okay. When she went there, that's what she did. And I'm telling you right now, she's making more money. Like, hey, God.
Now, Mawela,
Then listen. So when I called her, like it was like she got the job, and I was very happy for her. And ever since that time, she told me, Eric, in case you ever need something, please don't ever hesitate. So I've been calling Anne over and over, and I don't have food. She gave me some money. Like Anne. So that day I told her, Anne, I am doing YouTube, and I have this guy. His name is I am Marwa. And I'm planning to go to his place, to his village. I don't know anybody there, but I'm planning to go there. And I don't have enough money to get me there. She was like, how much do you need? I was like, even if I get 3K, it will be enough. So she told me, like, on a certain day, come home. She lives in Kileleshwa. She calls me. Then I went there. And we had a lot of... That day we spent the whole day with her. We was doing some other business in town. And then I ended up spending at her place. And in the morning, she sent me 5,000 when I was leaving. She told me, Eric, I hope that money is going to be enough for you. But in case you get stranded somewhere, just call me back. Don't hesitate. She sent me the money. So I went to Gikomba. I knew where Maro used to get his shirts, you know. Even this one, I bought the same place, but not the same day. This one I bought it later. So I went there, I sourced out Maro. Like I used to see people coming here with goat, chicken, stuff like that. For me, I didn't have that money. I decided just to come with the Gikomba stuff. So I brought Maro some shirts and a short. I saw him in Jamaica, was swimming in a trouser. So I was like, I will buy him a short. So that when he goes to Jamaica again or in another place that he wants to swim, he can just have a shot to swim. Then when I came here, man, God came before me because, because even my first day I never slept in a hotel. I slept in someone's house. And man, ever since the moment that I stepped my foot in Yabuhanze, blessing. Wow. Yeah. Even for Maro accepting me at that moment, he was saying like he's not gonna do collab with nobody. Like even his PAs, like you know, Maro doesn't have an issue. But now for you to come past PA, wow, it was something else. But imagine I don't know. God did it. I'm here today. I am only Mawira because of Marwa. Man, may God bless that man. May God bless his soul. He's such a kind guy. Like I don't have enough word that I can describe that man. But all I can wish for him is may God always cover his star and to always watch over him and his family. Because as you can see from the compound, everybody is here. Most of us, if you happen to tell our stories, people here have stories.
Emotional stories.
They have stories in this village, and because of him, they have hopes. They believe the moment that I hold my camera like this, something is gonna happen. Miracles can happen. That's what people believe, and they believe the moment that you hear in Maro and you associate yourself with Maro, you're gonna be successful, and that's what's happening. A lot of channels have been created here, and they are doing amazing. When I was coming here, my channel was kind of dead, but now it is alive. I post a video, it gets some comment. That is the moment. Anytime I post a video and I see some comment, that is always my best moment of my life, because I know like, okay, so I'm doing something good. So people like are watching this thing. Yeah, it has been the best moment. Like the decision for me to come in this village, I guess it was the best decision that I made after I decided to be born again. I guess those are the two best decisions that I've ever made in my life.
Wow, amazing. What an emotional story, guys. From grass to grace, guys. Now, you know what, as an interviewer, you know, heard you saying something about depression, you at your lowest moment. That point, maybe you, if you don't mind, kindly share with that. Because I know such stories, especially in my channel, those stories can make someone who is in the same situation to feel like, wow, I'm not alone. And maybe it's gonna give him or her hint how to overcome it. Kindly, if you don't mind.
Okay, so as for me, I can say like I'm this kind of a person who have been brought up by the grace of God, and I'm this kind of a person who God has held him with his own bare hands, because man, when I talk about God, when I think about God nowadays, it's something else, because I'm this kind of a person. At some point, I've found myself in the street, and I have sold some metals. Like you see the street children walking with some dirty bags. They're collecting a metal, a plastic. I have done that. And I remember even my first like you remember when we were going to school, we used to buy like a metallic box for us to keep our stuff there. I remember my first box that I bought when I was in class 4, class 5. I bought it with my own money, and I remember I had to walk every day in the street to collect some metals. Then I sell 1 kg was going at 5 bob. Now you can imagine how much money or how many kgs I had to save to get 350 to buy a box. And and then the plastics were selling at 2 shillings. I can imagine that time now. So I'm this kind of a person who has grown through that kind of a life. And I was good in school. I was good in books, even though I went back to school when that music. Msanii, tuna record bana, please. Muziki. So I'm that kind of a person who has grown through that way. And I remember like at some point in my life, I went to school back when I was very big. So I'm this kind of a person who has gone back to school during the late Moi Kibaki's era, after he said like now the primary school is free, you know. So
How old were you?
I can say like I was in class 2 at
At what age?
guys, at the age of 15.
What? Anyway, it's okay.
Yeah. Age of 13, 15 there I was in class 2, and simply because I had stayed out of school because of my mom didn't want me to go back to school. Because she used to tell me like even me I didn't go to school, there's no need of you going to school, so it was that way. I'm not ashamed saying like we were not in terms with my mom, but I forgive her. But I lost her when we were not in terms, but may God rest her soul in peace. But so it was like through like I have a talent, I sing, and it was through my singing talent that made me get discovered, because I remember I was very active in Sunday school. And so one day during the holiday, someone sent me here in Narok for camping, and I went there. I was this kind of a person who was vibrant. I was extra, like I was doing like you call them kimbelembele, but positive kimbelembele. So I'm this kind of a person. What did you learn today? Teacher. I know. Like then until someone got to notice me. And then when she noticed me, she asked me my life. I told her, and then I told her like I usually have one prayer. Like I always want to, like when I get to class 8, I want to go to boarding school. And I'm telling you that is exactly what happened. When I got to class 8, I went to a boarding school. So I can comfortably say and confidently say like whatever I have ever prayed to God, He has always been answering. So I prayed to God when I was in primary school to go for class 8 and for boarding, and I went there because I felt like when I was at home, I didn't have that conducive environment for me to study and to perform good in my KCPE. And I was very much afraid of failing because I've been performing good in my other classes, you know. And then like everybody you know, so like you're a sharp kid and stuff like that. And man, God did the miracles. And I found myself finding someone who was able to cater for my education from class 8 to the 5th form, up to form 5. Now, when I talk of form 5, and in case you're watching this one from Kenya, we don't have form 5s nowadays in Kenya. So that tells you like I repeated at some point. I repeated form 3 because my last exam before we went for form 4, I had failed. I had gotten a D+. And I didn't feel comfortable going to form 4 with that kind of a grade. So because, and the reason why it had happened that way, because I had played a lot of rugby, and I was not able to balance now the education and the other side. So, but thanks to God, like everything happens for a reason. I repeated, and even sorry guys, it's because of these potatoes. And even when I repeated, like I was studying with a 4-year contract. So I was not supposed to repeat. And when I repeated, the head teacher asked me, Mawira, now that you have decided to repeat, who's going to pay for you the school fees? And I told him, like, God is going to provide. I swear that's what I told the principal. And I was like, okay. So the next year, the form 4 year, I went first term, I wasn't sent away for school fees. So the second term, that when I was sent away. And then I was like, if they get set to send me away, I'm going to go to look for governor. I knew. Back then, our governor was Wambora. the famous and the most scandalous governor we ever had in Kenya. The man with 8 lives, like a cat. So, but the day that I was sent is the day that he was getting impeached. So what did I do? I went to the MP's office. Now, when I got to MP's office, like God, there's God in heaven. Because I went to the MP's place, the MPs was like the MPs were like the PA, the MP's PA was like Mavera, even if even if you get the bursary is not gonna pay you school fees. It's not gonna be enough. So I have to organize for you a meeting with the area member of parliament, and that's what she did. So when I went to the MP's office, I told him the truth. I never hid anything. I told him the truth as it is. And then he committed himself to pay for me the school fees. He sent me a letter, he wrote me a letter, and he went to, when the day that I was taking the letter to the school, I met the principal, and the principal was like, Mom, I don't want to see that letter, just go back home, change, come back to school. So little did I know, like, the teachers had already contributed some money. And my Q, I was not a best student in school, but I knew, like, I had some good discipline. I was this kind of a person who was always behaved. I didn't want to involve myself in any kind of issues in the school, because I knew, like, if I happen to be sent away, my aunt is not gonna come to defend me, Because I remember even at some point I performed very badly, and when I went to that office, in the academic office, she told me, like, I'll never come for meetings for fools again. So, but I'm sure she told me, like, so that I can at least work hard, So I went, and man, it was amazing, and I performed, I studied and I performed, and then I found myself in a law school in Nairobi. Another guy was still willing to pay for me the school fees. Then he paid for me the school fees. But now life in Nairobi was kind of hard, so I had to go back home. So I dropped out of school at that year. So that when the depression kicked in, that's how my life started collapsing, because I had tried music, it had failed. Now the education has failed also. And I was like, when I was leaving home, I had prayed to God, like, God, please, when I go to Nairobi, please, may my music work or my education work. But none of them worked. But today I can still stay, like, my dream has still come to a reality, because I was on the entertainment field, and you can see I'm still on the entertainment field. So God is always faithful. God is always faithful, and I'll never forsake Him. Yeah.
Now, Mawira, do you think at some point maybe your mom hated you?
She was bitter.
Why she was bitter?
They had issues with my dad, and I believe that she used to divert the energy towards me. So I'm sure anytime she could see me, she could see that man that he had some issues, and that's why she used to do me like that. But good thing, like, I survived it all, and God was molding me. That's what I believe. And today I'm this man because God wanted me to be that way, and God wanted me to go through that stuff. Like, one thing about those book writers, those who write the best books, they just don't wake up one day and write the story. It's a daily process. It's a daily process.
So does it mean your mom was a single mother? They never stayed with your dad? She never stayed with your dad?
My mom was a single mom. They had, I hear, like, they were together, but now they had the issues. And that's how we found ourselves, like, moving around the country with my mom. Yeah, I have a brother and a sister, but all of us share a different dad. But anyway, they are my brothers and sisters, and I love them. Yeah.
Do you at some point regret your mom died before you reconciled?
I won't lie, no. I won't lie. Because when she died, I was happy. I know it sounds funny. Yeah, it sounds funny, but
How old were you?
I cannot exactly give the age, but I remember it was 2004. Right now I'm 31 years old. So maybe half of my life I've lived alone. Like, I can see in my entire life I've been alone. Like,
So when your mom died, you felt
even
happy?
when my mom was alive, I was not staying with her. But I was kind of happy because at least I knew, like, I will go back to school. Some stuff that I wasn't able to do, maybe I'm gonna do. But anyway, to be honest, I forgave her. and we were taking.
You forgave her after she died, or after now
After she
you
died,
died?
after she died, and after we were told like in a seminar, like if you want God bless you, please forgive anybody who has ever hurt you.
Guys, I'm sorry for what happened. We had to pause because of the copyright things. You know, guys, if I do something that has a copyright, especially the music thing, we're gonna get a strike. So we are very careful with our channel. So guys, we are back with the hottest story. And guys,
I want to give you a copyright.
don't give me a copyright. Na kina nani, kanisa itajengwa na kina nani, iyo yo oh oh, iyo oh oh oh, iyo. Wow, amazing.
That is a copyright.
Now guys, I know the story we were talking about. I know most people gonna learn something, and in our channel, guys, it's an inspirational story which encourages, teaches, and everything. So guys, we're gonna continue. Mawera, I think the last part we were talking is about you hating on your mom. When she died, you were happy. And the next question I wanted to ask you,
But
do
maybe
you
I can
think
clarify that part.
Okay.
Yes, I was happy back then. But right now, to be honest, I do miss her. Like because I was bitter with her. I was angry at her because of how she used to handle me. I'm this kind of a person who have never enjoyed any childhood memory with any of my parents. And I always dream like the day that I'm gonna be having a family, I want to be present for my kids, either I have or not. Either I have money or not, I wanna be present in my kids' life because that what I missed, I wanna give it out. You know. But I'm working hard so that I can be able to provide for them anything, because I'm sure the cause of all that bitterness and everything maybe was because my father was not able to provide 1, 2, 3. Maybe that's what I think, you know. But another thing, you come to think of it, it was God's school which you can never escape, man. And in a God's school, you're not supposed to fail. You're supposed to perform and to pass. But right now I'm a graduate of God's school.
Wow.
That you can see me glowing like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are blessed. Now, Mawera,
Actually, do you know like my channel started as a musical channel. I was
No,
calling
I
myself
don't
a
know.
blessed son.
Uh-huh.
So the moment of you have seen like I'm blessed.
Yes.
Yeah, now I remember like I used to call myself blessed son. I'm still a blessed son
Sure.
because the music is still there. I still do the music, but now in a different channel like. But right now I'm focused on YouTube. But music, I'm still gonna do it, and I'm not gonna do it for commercial. I wanna do the music. Before I was doing it as a commercial, I guess that is why it failed, because it's like I was forgetting God's purpose, whatever He has put in my life, and the purpose of that talent. You know, forgive me. I wanna do it for God, for inspiring, and for blessing, and for passion. Even if I put that music out there to get 2 views, those were the 2 people that God was intending them to listen to that music. Yeah, I'll never have an issue with my music not even not being played on media. Yeah.
Now, Mawera, before I forgot, did your mom also have the same issue with your brother and sister?
You know, I'm the firstborn. So like maybe for them they may have a different life to tell. But my sister, she has never seen my mom. Yeah, she was left when she was 3 months old.
What?
Yeah, my sister was left when she was 3 months old. She has grown in a children. So my grandmother struggled with her, but my grandmother later passed on in 2007. Then my sister was left with my grandfather. Like I'm sure, like if you have watched my videos, if you have watched my videos, I want to build my grandfather a small house.
Yeah.
I want him to have the best. That's the best way that I can repay him, because he took care of my sister when my grandmother died. And for my sister to find herself in a children's home, it was through God's miracle. There are so many kids who cry in these villages that we live in, but there are some cries that you can cry, that are cries that reach the ears of God. And that's the cry that got to my sister. My sister was crying, and someone was passing by, and he wanted to know, why is that kid crying? That was not a normal cry. So he took her to a children's home. So my sister has grown in a children's home from when she was a kid to when she was 2 years. She has been.
There's something I'm not getting. Who found your sister?
A certain preacher.
A certain preacher.
Then
Now the preacher took your sister to a children's home.
Yeah. They organized then my sister.
Now, how did they connect with your grandfather?
The pastor went and talked to my grandfather. Then my grandfather was like, at the moment I don't have help, and any kind of help that you're gonna see this kid grow, I will accept it. So he agreed my sister to go to children's home, which I think it was the best thing that he did, because my grandfather, he was left alone at that moment, and like right now he has a, let me say like.
So the preacher knew very well the kid belonged to your mom.
The preacher knew the preacher didn't know where the kid belongs to who, but the preacher is kind of, the preacher had my grandmother had died. Yeah. Yeah, so that's why it happened, and I'm thankful to God.
So all her life she has been living in children's home.
Yeah, until when she did her class 8. That when she was now once you get to class 8, according to the children's home that she was now supposed to go back to your guardian. In case you have a guardian, they knew my grandfather was there, and now instead of her going to my grandfather's place, now she used to come to my auntie's place. And now that time I was also availing myself at home. I wanted to make myself available, because actually I discovered my sister was in a children's home when I was in Form 1. I knew she was in children's home, but I was able to access her when I was in Form 1. So I was trying to build a relationship with her. So I've been trying to connect with her, because I just popped out here, I am your brother, So at first she could even hide herself. She wasn't
that welcoming.
That free to me. But nowadays we are good, we're cool, and I'm thankful to God I've been able to get a space in her heart, and now she accepts me and she knows me I'm her brother. Actually, even yesterday she calls me, she was, hey, I miss you. She was like, where is your small phone? I was like, I don't know. Then she told me, I know where it is. Can I go and get it in your house? I was like, yeah. And then she was like, you have some dirty clothes that I can wash for you? Something like that. I love her. And everything that I'm doing, I'm just working hard because I want to provide for her the best life. She's in college right now. She's been able to do the Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4 thing, and she has completed. So I wanna be the person to provide for her the best thing that even her boyfriend would even be able to provide, because I don't want her getting herself involved in some situations because of a circumstance that she was not able to get something. Most of the time, and most of the Gen Z, they're getting themselves even early pregnancies because they find themselves in a spot that they cannot, in a situationship. Maybe if I had some food, I wouldn't have gone to that guy's house. And that's how then people start doing. We are human, we have feelings. You're gonna end up involving yourself in unnecessary business, And then after that, I want, even if she's gonna mess her life, I want her to know she's responsible for her life, and if in case she makes a bad move, she'll always say, my brother was there for me, but I'm the one who messed up. Yeah.
And what about the other brother?
My brother is the second born. We always have those brother here.
Yes.
But he's not he's a Rasta man, and he doesn't like social media thing. He's not the kind of a person. Actually, when I was home, I got a very expensive minute with him. For me to convince him to appear on camera. I even promised him a good fortune, so I'm still working so hard to get the good fortune that I promised. Because he's not, I've been telling people I have a brother, and it was very hard for me to get him. He works in a garage. He does the car tinting and graphics stuff like that. But that guy, could he has gotten the better support? That guy was brighter even than me. He could be an engineer. But life happened. But anyway, it is God's plan for everything. But sometimes there are some people whom I blame for his failure in life, but God has the reason for everything. Yeah.
So let's say both of you never enjoyed the motherly love.
Yeah, but my brother had a chance to interact with my mom, but I don't know if he remembers anything. I don't know. He doesn't even know his father, though I know his father is dead. Even my sister's father is dead, I'm sure, I know. As for me, I'm the only one who carries the memories of my mother in our entire family. Yeah.
Maybe at some point, do you, if your dad comes today and says like, you know what, Mawira, I'm your dad.
I don't wanna. If he's alive, I don't know. If he's dead, I don't know. I don't wanna anything. Yeah, I'm okay.
But why could you say why?
God has never left me, and even at my lowest moment in my life, God has always been there for me. He has always been placing people in my life that covered the space of even that dad, that maternal dad.
But Mawira, you know what? They usually say you
can
don't
forgive-
know
I
the
can
other
forgive-
story of your dad.
I
What
can
if he
forgive.
comes with another fashion?
I can forgive him, but let me not say something in the camera that's gonna make me regret. But I can forgive him. That's what I can say. Yeah. Because I'm
Anyway.
not perfect at the end of the day.
Yeah. Nobody's
We are short of
perfect.
God's glory. We just live by God's glory and mercy and everything, man. Who am I not to forgive? So I can forgive him. Yeah.
Now, Mawira, in your own situation, what have you learned?
Always learn to trust the process and never complain. I used to complain a lot, but the moment I came to understand the process, about trusting the process and understanding I call it the school of God, that is the best day of my life. Because ever since, I am no longer even afraid of saying, let God's will be done. I am no longer afraid, because even you, today, you want your channel to perform good, right? But have you ever said like let God's will be done?
Yeah,
Sometimes. But that is the hardest thing that people get afraid of saying. Yeah. And I will tell you that's why. There's a girl that I used to date. And when we were dating with her, the moment that things didn't go right with us, and I got to myself in a very bad mental state still. The day that I prayed to God and I was like, God, I pray like I'm going this place, and at the moment that I come back, if she was somewhere in a certain country outside Kenya, and the moment that if I don't meet her message of us being together, I want her to have blocked me and let your will be done. And I'm telling you exactly that what had happened. She had blocked me by the time I was leaving there, and I didn't even communicate with her. She had blocked me. That's what God will so done. But that later, she unblocked me, and we talked. We are friends now. Yeah. So nowadays I'm no longer afraid of saying God's will be done. Yeah.
Now, Mawira, when you check or when you look at your community, do you at some point blame your community because at some point you are moving around with your mom and you went through a lot?
I don't blame them. I don't blame nobody. I can
Because
never.
they never took that initiative of like.
Or I believe sometimes if it is something is not in your head, you cannot be someone who you are not. For example, you see boss Marwa there. Marwa is a very nice guy. No matter how Marwa can try to be this kind of person, no, I don't want to. He can never. God has put Marwa a different kind. Marwa is like let me see. Is this kind of a person. He has been given the responsibility by God, but he's never known it. So even the moment that he tries to be someone he can never be. So if something like even for him, if he didn't have that heart of helping, he couldn't have helped us. So if you are out there and it is not in your heart, you cannot do anything. You cannot do anything for that one. Yeah.
What's that big thing you dream of?
Man, I dreamed providing my family the best life that I never had, and also being there for my kids. I want to be present. I want to be a president. Present
dad.
I want to be a present dad, day in day out. Either I have or I don't have. I want to be there. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Now, for those people who could want to go to Mawira channel, let him share his YouTube channel and everything so that we can go and watch the story. I think the grandfather, I saw the video of your grandfather. You are doing amazing job. May God bless
By
you.
January, my first salary on YouTube. I want to do him a small house, at least a 3-room house. One for him and his wife. And the other one for the visitors, like in case I want to go there and sleep, I'll have a space to sleep. And then I want him to have a good bed, some blanket on. Yeah, I want to do that.
Wow,
Yeah.
amazing.
Then before even I think of buying my own land. Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Now
So
for
please,
this-
guys,
yeah.
if you wanna follow me on Instagram, just go there, check only Mawira. On YouTube is only Mawira. Only then Mawira. Go there, please subscribe, comment. I'll share. Let's family grow. And also, if you're watching this video on this channel, please remember to subscribe, support your sister here. She's doing an amazing work. YouTube is never easy, actually. Do they know? I wish they knew. Like right now, I'm here, but I know in the next 4 hours I'm gonna be somewhere seated just uploading one video.
Imagine one video, not even two.
One video. So for that video to be available online, man, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. So
Yeah,
please, guys, support, subscribe. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. So for our viewers, thank you so much for always supporting us. And Team Cyprian, please, let's show some love. I know we changed our content, guys. I know slowly by slowly we're gonna catch up.
This is the best thing. This is the best thing that you're doing right now.
Yeah. I know, you know they're used to with the Swahili.
Okay.
Now I'm struggling.
The syllabus has changed.
Has changed
The syllabus
officially.
has changed, yeah.
So guys, I know most of you are like, Cyprian, why you did this? But I know with time, yes, with time, guys, you're gonna enjoy. We're gonna have amazing episode. We're gonna have amazing content, stories. Guys, it's such a stories. You know what? I got some people from outside the country. They do watch my channel, and I was like, you know what? Why can't I change? So guys, I changed for my own good, for your own good, and for everyone is own good. Like the story of Mawira, everyone, not even in Kenya, people suffer only. Everywhere.
My own
Yes.
story. You know, I have never told them my story. Like,
Yeah.
even whatever I've given is just a scratch of my story. And I had done it before with someone else, and I had done it in Swahili. So when they came to my channel, they were like, we want to understand whatever you're talking about.
Yes.
So next month, I'm going to tell them the story. And now, like, English is the universal language. So
Yeah, sure.
you who is in Kenya, like, if you really love this girl, please
Yes.
listen to the story and
Yeah.
you understand, you know.
Yes.
We are trying to open the market.
Yeah.
We not like every day we are looking for growth, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, so please
Yeah.
just support her.
Okay, guys, for Mawira family, I know Mawira is going to share the link, and we would appreciate, guys, and that's how we support one another. And the only thing I've learned in this life, never be selfish. At the end of the day, maybe my fan or your fan can help me, or mine can help you. So don't be selfish, because if Mara was to be a selfish man, we couldn't be here. I couldn't be in this place doing interview, guys. Trust me.
So to cut you short, now there was a day we were, like, most of the time when we're with Marwa, we don't record videos. Personally, I've had so many moments. Like, we were sitting there, then I had someone say, like, those guys start talking with Marwa and they come, they don't recording anything. I was like, sometimes, bro, it's not even about recording.
Yes.
It's about what you're talking with that guy, or whatever
Yeah.
you're learning from the guy, you know.
Yes.
Marwa is so expensive here. Mentally, it's
Yeah.
very expensive. So
Even as we took some minutes down here, we shared a lot.
So Marwa once told us, like, the moment you have this tin here, the moment it is fills up, it start to spill over, okay?
Spill over, yeah.
But not the moment you share with somebody to create a
Yes.
space for more.
Yeah.
More is gonna keep coming.
Yes.
More is gonna keep coming.
Sure.
That is the secret of success.
Amazing. So guys, we cannot add more other than what we have talked. If you want more story and a very elaborated story, he has promised it by next month. He is going to share the story on his channel. I think in this channel, it's not that wide. Like in his channel,
Then I'm
yeah.
trying not to cry and
Yes, yeah, I understand. So guys, go to his channel, subscribe, and show him some love. So guys, from our side, we're gonna say thank you so much. May God bless you. See you in our next video. Bye.
we out.